So, interestingly, if you look at a baby tooth next to an adult tooth, and I get this call all of the time from parents. So the child loses their first baby tooth, the adult tooth starts to come in, and adult teeth are quite a bit darker than baby teeth, which are very white and bright, and they're worried. What's wrong with my child's teeth? They're so yellow. That's actually a very natural shade of enamel. And why is that? It all has to do with that crystalline structure and the mineralization. So baby teeth are less mineralized, and the crystalline structure is a little more haphazardly arranged. It's not quite as organized. So instead of like Lincoln logs lined up, it's more like pickup sticks to some degree. Why is that? Baby teeth are meant to resorb, dissolve, and fall out. Okay, so this is why baby teeth are also much more susceptible to decay. So the whiteness is coming how the light reflects and refracts off the teeth, which is a lot of times why you'll hear if you use hydroxyapatite or even coconut oil is changing the surface modification. So it's changing the way light reflects and refracts off that tooth to make it seem whiter and brighter. Now, certainly with adult teeth, if you're using bleaching agents, hydrogen peroxide or carbamide peroxide, some of the stronger bleachings, that's actually penetrating into the tooth and changing the structure, pulling out stain.
Do people do that? They gargle with hydrogen
Well, they
peroxide?
do bleaching trays,
Mhm.
essentially. I don't well, people will rinse with hydrogen peroxide, yes, and it will make your teeth brighter and whiter, but I'm telling you it's gonna do a number on your oral microbiome, so I suggest it in a very limited fashion.
The only time I ever had a bad canker sore was because I gargled with 50% water, 50%
Oh,
hydrogen
interesting.
peroxide because an acupuncturist recommended it.
Hmm.
He looked at my tongue and then he said, "You should do that," and then I did that. And then, 4 or 5 days later, I had this like, nickel sized
It was
canker sore on
too
the roof of my
much.
mouth. And I was like, ugh. And I will say, and I have no product affiliation whatsoever, but to any specific products, but by switching to hydroxyapatite containing toothpaste, my teeth, they definitely have gotten whiter. I
Yes.
drink a lot of
Yeah.
yerba mate and coffee and I brush, but that was it. It was sort of a progressive issue of my teeth dimming. So that's been great. I also used to get cavities fairly often when I was a kid. We